This program is a program that teaches you about journalism and multimedia, how to spot out fake news, and how to produce your own media stories.
We're working on the aspects of journalism and exploring whether it's advertisement or just the simple of what goes behind videos or news stories.
I chose the program because journalism seemed really interesting, and I also wanted to enhance my skills in filmmaking, and so I feel like this could be really beneficial in opening up my perspective so I could try something new.
What intrigues me about journalism is that journalists really have the power to control how people view things and perspectives of people.
When we give a lesson, we give the words of the lesson, but you learn by actually doing it. When I can give them something so that we can have an interaction, then you hear other ideas and it's like, oh, I hadn't thought about that. And then it sparks conversation and a deeper thought.
What they've been teaching us so far is the 3 different types of mediums, which is print, audio, and video.
We immediately got into groups of 3, and we took turns being in the role of the camera person, the reporter, and the person answering the questions.
The person who's asking the questions gets to experience what it's like to be a reporter and know that in the real world you're going to get rejected and you're not going to get the answers you want.
When I would go out and interview people, it was kind of nerve-wracking at first, but then you realize the fun and enjoyment in it, and I know that if I hadn't joined this program I would have never learned how to use iMovie and edit videos and all this stuff, and when I realized how to do that, it was really fun.
We have been to the New York Times printing plant in Flushing, which was so interesting.
You're able to go to the factory and see what goes behind a newspaper, and when you're in the place, you're able to kind of actually see all the work that goes into it.
Okay, so today we're at NYIT, New York Institute of Technology.
So we're learning how to find credible sources and do fact checking to help with the research we're doing in our journalism projects.
They really taught us about how using useful news sources and making sure that they're reliable, and that extended my knowledge not only for this program but for school-wise too.
My friend Fifi's son, who worked for Time Magazine as an editor, she worked for Vanity Fair as an editor, spoke with the girls all about from everything from how she ended up in journalism.
Able to talk to her about her experience and what's the hardest challenge about being a journalist and what advice she would give to future people seeking out journalism.
That was actually my favorite part about the whole program, because it was the first time we saw a real journalist explain her work.
After the first trip that we had, I realized journalism might be a possible career path for me, so I'm really interested.
In this program, you're allowed to apply it to real life. You're able to interact with people. How are you going to basically interact if you're actually working in this field?
The ability to write and produce is so important, especially in this day and age.
I think it's important that we help other students realize what's not biased, what is biased, and so they know what the real story is.
I think context is definitely important when it comes to looking at news. So I definitely think that this program helps us look more into context and what is being said and what isn't.